And we're back.
Welcome back.
We survived. It's the creek of death. Narrowly.
Mutant turtle.
Are you mocking me?
Gators.
No.
Sounds like it.
Just out of curiosity, what sort of shape was that gator in?
Bad.
Would he have survived a couple more rounds of Witch Bolt? Default.
Depends on how good you rolled.
Okay, so
All right,
I
you
mean-
guys nervously
yeah,
ride.
and as you ride it, I just I say to the group that in the future, guys, one target, knock it down.
Are you calling out the targets then?
If you want me to, I can, or I feel
You call out target.
or whatever the tank's on. We will assist the tank.
So what's
Do
in the pizza
backslash assist?
This is an EverQuest, man.
What's in the pizza box behind
Stuff.
you? Are we going to get to that tonight?
Maybe. What time is it?
10.
Probably not.
Just turn 10. You got an hour or two.
Do we get to the
Fuck it, let's get to it.
do we get to the city?
You get to the town. You see, it's more like a loose collection of buildings. First thing you see is a windmill.
Okay.
A gin mill, is that what you said?
Windmill. An old windmill, and you pass. It's the miller's place.
We keep passing. I like to make my way to the inn or to.
And then, again, there's a town square. And there's a well in the middle.
a well.
There's surrounding buildings. Yes.
I go to the well to grab some water.
All right. You can do that.
Is there a horse trot for horses so they can drink?
Not there. Not there.
Look for a
There's-
place that says inn.
I'm looking for something that says apothecary.
The lucky,
You
the lucky
find
traveler.
you see
inn.
several places surrounding the square. One of them says Turgan's Trade Goods. One of them, there's a smith that you can tell. It's called the Axe and the Anvil. There's one that's a mercenary guild. And there's this Silver Standard Merchant Company. There's a shrine to Odin. It's actually a small church. There's their tavern. You find this one called the Brazen Strumpet.
The Brazens, I love the sound of that.
Yeah.
All right, that's the first place I walk in. I look around for a place to tie my horse up. I'm assuming that there's a
place
horse
to tie
rail
up.
across the front.
I do
All
the
right.
same thing.
I'll tell Henry to find the livery and get the horses bedded for the day. And
I tell you guys, I have no cash, so
I'm good. I'll
You
take
just
care
got
of this.
cash.
well, we haven't divvied it up yet. But I'm saying, as far as accommodations for the night, someone's got to come.
There's a general store we can probably sell that gem that we found.
Okay.
The Rosy Quartz.
We'll wait till Azeroth gets back, and then we'll go sell roads together. 'Cause
Where'd he go?
He went to the apothecary.
Look for a sign that says apothecary. Or anything similar. Is there any?
Nope.
Okay. Then if I don't see, I'll tag along with everybody.
Okay. Oh, here he is.
All right, hey, Az, let's cash that gem in and
Sounds good.
get everybody fed and watered for the day.
I was looking for healing potions.
Why?
There's a general store. What? I thought, did we pass a general store back there?
General
Yes.
store's right here.
I was looking for a
They
pop.
might have some.
Who knows? We'll check.
Yeah. So
That can probably take care of the gym.
let's walk in right there now.
We go to the trade.
Hey,
store before we-
Turgan's Trade Goods.
Okay.
It's open.
What
Walk
time
in.
is this, anyway?
Okay.
High noon?
Since
Maybe
I've
half
got,
a day, so yeah, somewhere.
Bill, the guy introduced himself. The stranger's in town. Name's Bill Worth Turgan.
Yeah.
yes, sir.
My name's Mallory, Bill. Hey, we have a gem that we'd like to try to cash in. If you're inclined to purchase such a gem, if you want to show it to him,
Yeah,
Az.
they show
You're
me.
gonna want to go across the street to the Rosy Quartz.
Oh, all right. Hey,
What is the Rosy Quartz Jeweler?
Yep.
do you by chance carry heal potions? Have some in stock, maybe? We need to learn how to make those. That should certainly be better.
You can.
Yeah.
Clerics can.
Clerics with an
Sorry,
early.
I don't have any potions.
Okay. Very good. We'll probably be back here to look
Do you
at
know
some of your
anybody
wares.
in town that would?
Can you tell us a little bit about the
There is a wizard in town, but he doesn't sell. Usually just a buyer.
a wizard?
Mezaz. His name is Mezaz. Mezaz the Magnificent.
What's the name of this town?
Helix.
Helix.
Shazam!
I like to roll. I like to roll a history if I heard of this wizard.
Okay.
So would I, actually.
I like to give you guidance.
All right. I'll take it.
Now, you had mentioned some other stores. This is the Turkins, the Axe and Anvil, Brazen Strumpet, Rosy Quartz.
No, I'm at like a 13.
Oh, one.
Shit.
Nope.
I'm at a
Did I
13.
miss any of the building you mentioned at the beginning?
I don't think so.
There was a mill. There was a windmill. And then when we went into town, there was a stable. Then there was the anvil and
Axe and anvil.
hammer. Axe and anvil. Then there was the general store. There was
Turkins,
the inn called,
the Brazen Strumpet.
okay, and that's all we
The
know.
Rosy Quartz is the jeweler.
And
Yeah.
that's what we just found out.
So the jeweler, let's take a walk over there and sell this gem. Have we done detect magic on this gem? Has anybody even looked at it? Because it's maybe curiosity, you know.
Anybody have any?
Would you look at that?
Yeah, I can detect magic.
All right,
I can
it's
detect
just
magic. Level 1 spell. I
for
still have
curiosity.
level 1
Anyone
spells.
have identify?
He does. Is
It's
it
not magic.
It's not magic? Okay, it's not magic.
Doesn't matter then.
Doesn't identify.
Yeah, it took
No,
a
it's just a regular ruby.
Nice one, but
Yeah.
fairly nice ruby for a ruby, you know.
I would say it
All right.
goes for about 50 gold.
Okay.
It's a gold
So you go
actually
to the
worth-
Rosy Quartz.
gold would be worth a lot. $1,300 an ounce right now.
Oh yeah, this thing.
How much is a gold worth? You know.
well, gold coins are all the coins are typically 50 to a pound, so they're tiny, dime size.
Oh yeah, back in those days. Yeah, little wise. Shit.
In the game.
No, I mean, in mechanics are, I think it's 50 to the pound.
So you know, like the double eagle.
No, they're not like the friggin' the blooms or pieces of 8.
Yeah. Well, those are actually typically copper or silver. But yeah.
Well, gold the blooms are. They're called
Gold.
gold blooms.
The
The
blue-
pieces of the 8 were about 12.5 cents a piece. Because it's 8 pieces to the dollar.
$1, yeah. I have one.
Yeah.
My wife bought me
You remember
one.
the old high school
Is it a cut
chair?
one?
2 bits,
No,
4 bits,
no.
6 bits
It's a
to the
full
dollar.
one.
Yeah.
That's where it comes from. 2 to a quarter.
Came from a shipwreck. My wife bought
Well,
it.
nobody
for me
called
a long
pieces
time
of
ago.
8s.
Yeah, because they have 8 stamped on them.
8 to the dollar. For the pound.
They were. It
And you
was,
cut them, they were nibs. Right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
and you could tear them off in 8 pieces.
Yeah, so they can pay the sailors their.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why they call them pieces of 8.
That's why I asked him. It is. It is. It's cut. Yeah, he said it's not.
All right, so we go into the jewelry store, the Rock and Ruby, whatever the hell it's called.
The Rosy Quartz.
A rosy
All right, you go
quartz.
in there, you see a cheerful guy with big, like, Coke bottles.
Glasses, sure. Just looking. Hello.
Yes.
Yes, storekeep.
Arnold Hohen Reginald Huff and Puff is the name.
Huff and Puff. Where are you?
Sir Mallory.
HHR Huff and Puff, I go by.
Sir Mallory McClellan at your
Any
service,
relation
sir.
to HR Puff and stuff?
Yes.
Oh boy.
No, never heard of him.
Who's your friends when things gets rough?
Puff the Magic Dragon.
You can't do little because you can't do enough.
So we have
What can I do you for?
have a gem that we'd like to kind of sell here, and
Alrighty.
we found this. Some rather dastardly creatures had it, but we We liberated it. So,
All right.
Here you go. I show him the gem here, sir.
I hand it to him.
I go, ah.
Hey, you put in one of
That's
these.
all right. So I'll give you 500 for it. It's worth 500. That's a good deal. It's the best
Deal.
you're gonna get.
Deal.
All right. It gives you the.
You sure 500?
500.
'Cause, not to be an ass, but because these guys are going to shut up, Tom. But you said 50.
Oh, 50. Yeah, I'm sorry. It's 50. Oops.
I just owled us.
Yeah, you Alice. You're right though. It's a 50. I meant 50. Did I see? I meant 500.
Maybe
silver.
try these glasses.
Yeah.
No, what do they call this place?
Oh, they
the
look
Rosie.
bigger when I had the bifocals. They look twice as big.
500 gold, we jumped at it. Wait a second. On second thought.
I meant 500
I wouldn't
silver.
want to rob somebody. He's had to make a living.
All right, so we'll take the 50 gold, thank you. And so what's the story with this town?
The story?
And what's the story with the bridge? There was a bridge not too far away from here.
Oh, the old dwarf bridge?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's.
What do you know about that? Because we would come
It's
in-
been here forever. The dwarves built it centuries and centuries ago for trade.
Oh, so do they live in that area, or do they used to come from over there?
Yes. There used to be a dwarven settlement over there.
Ah.
Hey.
In the mountains. Hidden in the mountains.
Yes.
Right.
Okay. And
Used
you know,
to?
Yeah.
What happened to it?
They just stopped coming.
When?
It was many years ago. Many years ago.
did you guys go and trade with them, or they just traded here?
No, once upon a time they traded here with us too, but it's been a long time.
Maybe it was those turds under the
I'm
bridge.
talking
that
about
stopped all
those
the
generations. It's been a long time.
Nah, I would imagine they would have been rectified with enough men.
trade. Think the dwarves would have handled those creatures?
I'm sure.
Yeah.
But
Yeah. Anyways.
huh? Well, any good place where we could settle down, have some food, get some bedding for the night?
Well, the Brazen Strumpet. It's a tavern.
Okay. They have
got
rooms.
Do they have rooms? Good question.
Yes.
And maybe a bath.
Most inns back then did.
I'm sure, but this might be a.
Okay.
Lodgings, yes.
That's
All right.
good.
And who's the proprietor there?
The proprietor
Yes.
is Bolo, the barkeep.
Say that again.
Bolo.
Bolo?
Bolo. Yeah.
B-O-L-O.
Yep. Bollo.
There you go.
Bolo. All right. Well, we thank you, and if we have any need of gems, we shall return.
Oh yeah, I don't have a ton of stock in here. The gold.
Enjoy your new ruby, sir.
Ruby, that's no ruby, it's black.
What is it then?
It's an onyx. A small onyx.
I thought it was red. My apologies.
You said it was
Maybe
a
I should
ruby.
try your glasses.
No, I said it was a 50 gold piece gem.
Maybe I should try your
You needed
glasses.
those gems, ruby dust, to do that spell.
Yes.
All
right.
Are
So,
you guys ready?
Okay.
I'm done.
I'm tired.
I am
You've got
tired too.
111 gold piece equivalent.
We have
And a bunch of
11 between
silver.
five of us.
Yeah.
What's your silver? Will you
22 and 2.
exchange the silver
22.
for gold pieces here?
Yes, at a 10% fee.
Oh,
What is this? Publix?
I'm a money lender. There's always a fee for the convenience. Convenience fee, 10%.
That's a little steep.
Well, we'll be spending it at the inn
Yeah, we'll
quickly
we'll
enough.
spend our silver first with Mr. Bolo.
okay, let's do that.
Okay,
I'm
everyone
sure he
gets
doesn't mind our silver.
22 gold and 2 silver.
Everyone gets 22 gold?
22 gold, 2 silver.
2 silver? So you should be more silver.
22 gold and 2 silver. Times 5 is 111 gold.
Okay. Oh, you converted it,
Yes.
but it costs you money to convert it. So technically, some of it's in silver, but I don't want to worry about that.
We're
So, thank you, sir.
Yep. So the brazen
you.
strumpet
Brazen
is a
strumpet.
really a rotting,
Sammy!
yeah, a rotting sign of a cartoonish looking lady on it, but it's all mildewed. All the town is, you can tell, the town is wet because you're near the swamp.
Oh, okay.
So most of the wood is
Do I see
dilapidated
any-
and rotting
Do I
looking.
see any Undertaker establishments here?
No.
Okay. Just trying to figure out if they bury their dead, if they burn their dead. If they
Bring out your dead.
Bring out your dead.
Okay, I can't remember, but is there a carpenter or wood mill or wood writer or anything like that around?
Not really.
Just anybody with more than average skills in woodworking,
There probably would be someone.
even if it's just a low grade.
Would you say being good at what?
Just somebody good with wood, to do like maybe repair a wagon or cart, not necessarily.
Oh
build
yeah,
one.
I told you
yeah.
you could find someone to repair something.
Yeah.
That's at the end.
There's also a Boyer Fletcher that he might be able to do some of that.
William Fletcher.
Yeah, there's a shop. He's got a shop.
Can
And you have Valeron the Elf.
is there any place around there that has AR-15s?
What?
Exactly. So we walk into the inn. Do the inns have this like swinging type door like the Old West?
No.
Walk in there.
That's the
The double doors.
sweet.
The nature of this area is such that they don't use lightweight doors.
Chickens?
There's
Shit.
I'll kill the
the
chickens.
legends of the area.
Kill the chickens. Kill
Chickens
the
driving me
chickens.
nuts.
Kill the chickens.
Kill the
There might be chickens walking around.
We walk into the tavern. What do we see? Send me the mood. Besides
You
the
see a
fucking
very
chicken.
modest bar.
Lots of
It
patrons.
is. I guess since it took you there half of the day. Well, it was only a half a day, so it's just like in the early afternoon. There's not many patrons. There's a couple of people.
It's a
nursing
great time
drinks.
for some lunch. Where's Mr. Bolo here, sir?
Mr. Bolo. Yes.
Hi.
Mr. Bolo.
What can I do you for?
Our friends and I are hungry.
And
You're hungry. You want the gruel, or do you want something good?
Gruel.
Something good.
something good. Serve
What do
my
you have?
Constitution.
What do you have good?
Yes.
Well, we have fresh eel that's come from the
Catfish?
river.
Eel.
Yeah, eel. That's the best thing around here. The most steady source of
Smoked eel?
protein we got.
Everything.
Yeah,
is
it's-
no, it's just fried. They put them on there live and they just dance
batter?
around.
Bear batters.
No, they're just fried on a skillet and they bounce around. And they put them on there live.
Any
Don't even gut them.
chicken, pork, or beef?
We do have some venison. It costs a little more, but we got it.
Yeah, I think I'll go with the
You
venison.
want venison? A silver a piece. I'll give you the
Oh,
heartiest lunch.
no cows.
No worries.
Sounds
Yeah, chickens, but not cows.
and we will also
Oh, yeah,
be
chicken?
looking for quarters for 6.
Orders for 6.
6, yeah, because you're always going to have.
We have 4 rooms.
Roll it again. Lucky we have that, I'm sure.
Yep.
4 rooms will be fine.
4 rooms, and they are 2 silvers a night each.
Okay.
I'll give you a gold for all of it.
Let's do the math. 10 to 1. 4
That's
times
only 8.
4. Yeah, that's good.
You're giving a 2 silver tip.
I'll
And-
give you a continental breakfast for that price.
That's right.
That'll
Chow in the morning.
Do you have chicken?
Continental. Yes, we have chicken.
Can I get some chicken, please?
We'll have a roaster each,
All
I'll
right.
have-
and
I'll give you a
vegetables.
princely
I have 4
lunch for
whole
1
chickens
silver each.
and 2 pieces of dry white toast.
And some
Here's
potatoes.
a gold. Feed us for the afternoon and tomorrow morning.
I know.
We're out of here at 6 a.m.
He does some
I'll
mental
need
math.
breakfast.
What was it? He took 3
Well, they
chicken.
don't
Well, you're getting continental from him.
Dry
Well, I'm
toast.
giving you the rest.
There's 6 of you.
That's right.
You want 4 pieces
You
of
gave
chicken?
him-
No, man. I want 4
Yeah,
chickens
7.
and 2
How much
pieces
did
of
you
dry
give him?
white toast.
Extra gold. I'll give him 2 gold. You need 2
Okay.
gold?
Yeah.
That's a blues brothers.
Then there's no haggling, no worry
Chicken,
about it.
guys. No.
No haggling.
These guys have some
Now,
crazy
after we're done, I know I at least would like a bath. What would that run?
I want a private bath. I'm not a group.
There's 1 bath and everybody uses it.
Jeez.
As long as it's got clean
A
water.
copper each for a bath.
With fresh, clean water.
If you like to wait that long, it takes a long time to heat up that water again.
I am not sitting in
Other
used
people's
stanky
funk.
water.
I'm not going in other people's funk. Sorry.
As long as you're patient, we can make it happen.
Yeah.
All right.
1 copper.
What brings you into town? Each. 1 copper each for the bath.
Gladly.
And it'll take... You guys
Here's
will
the
be
sil-
waiting there most of the night because, you know,
Here's
one
the
bath.
silver.
Then they have to empty it, then they gotta put...
Don't care.
Alright.
Then boil it or whatever and bring
Just
it
let me
out.
know when it's my turn.
I don't care if it's cold. I want fresh, clean water.
Oh, you don't even want to heat it.
I
It
prefer
would
it
be
warm.
nice, but
Yeah, and it kind of kills all the parasites when you boil it.
yeah, we're
Gotta boil
We'd
it.
prefer it heated up.
You prefer parasites?
yeah,
You don't even know
we
what those
definitely
are.
prefer it.
Maybe
Definitely
throw some
prefer it.
bleach in there.
Leech? Yes, we
Leech.
got leeches.
Bleach, not leeches.
Well,
Leech. Never
How,
heard of
how
it.
many leeches would you like?
Never heard of it.
How about some chlorine? Can you put some chlorine in?
Never heard of it. Chlorine. You talk funny.
How about some silver? Can you put some
H2.
colloidal silver in there?
I take one of the keys.
Colloidal
I go
silver.
to sleep.
Is he all right?
I don't know. I just
He
want
knows
to-
some-
You gonna do the bed?
he
You
got
gonna
some
have
weird
the bed?
terms.
No, I'm just going to bed right now.
Here's a round for my friends.
I
We all
We
sit down
asked
at
you
the table.
what you in town for.
Right. Well,
A little this, a little that.
gotta go find some stuff around that we were told was around here.
Great
You
Mire.
mean the
Great Mire.
Great Mire? Well, you're gonna need a guide to get you there.
No,
Guide. You have one?
There's always a guide. It's
Hey,
the
why
best.
are you into my pocket so much?
They're the source of income of this town. They lead you there to make sure you don't go
It's
in the
kind of
wrong
like a
way.
shitty tourist trap. Come on.
Well, do you have,
are they trustworthy?
Of course.
oh, they'll
They're
get
the
home.
most trustworthy
They'll get
in the
home
whole bar.
They'll get home safe.
Ooh.
Have you noticed
Heard
It
that?
that.
just costs the gold, and it'll take he guide you there.
What do you know about that bridge? We passed some Dorian bridge there.
Yeah, it's an
Dwarven-
old dwarven bridge. I
Yeah.
just told you about
We
that.
were attacked
No,
by
the other guy told me about
the jeweler told us. But we were attacked by some
it. On the same-
crocodile, alligator-looking
Frog
creatures.
things?
Yeah.
Some
Yeah,
frogs, some
frog
portals.
Happens all the time. It's
There
why
won't
they have
happen
to
anymore.
pay.
They're dead now.
At
Well,
least
there's
we're-
always more anytime they did, but I'm sure that's much appreciated.
The master of them, all of them, is dead too.
He-
Nasty.
We killed one of them.
There was this
and-
crocodile had arms and shit.
Yeah, he was like half
Arms?
human, half frog, half
Trying to
human, half
speak?
That's some
alligator.
twisted shit.
Wanted 10 gold per person to cross the bridge.
That's some
We didn't even want to cross the bridge, so we kicked his ass anyways.
Just in general principle.
We left them all dead on the bank.
Well, except for the.
We could have made. He could have cooked him up.
And we cut their heads off and put them on stakes
Nah, you did.
to warn the
That would have been
Are
cool, but
these
you
your
didn't do
dice?
that.
No, these are not.
Those are yours.
The only thing we considered safe to eat ran away when we killed the funky looking dude.
So my question is,
There's a lot of abominable abominations in that swamp.
so what's going on with this swamp? What's the story with Graymire and all this?
Well, basically, the whole thing, the whole area used to be a graveyard from these ancient civilizations.
Oh yeah.
Okay. And just over time, it's kind of sunk in, and the water's taken over. It's a big, giant marsh now. But then, for some reason, the things dead don't stay dead anymore.
Any vampire activities in here? These here parts?
We got them. I heard. We got one. We got everything down there.
Really?
We got vampires. We got zombies. We got.
Ask them about that vampire
skeletons.
that you know
You
about.
ever heard of a vampire there called Malik? Or any of the guides may know a vampire called Malik? I don't know why I'm talking like
I
this.
can't say I have. Are you mocking me, sir?
You're assimilating. You're
No.
mirroring him.
He's
I am
mocking
not
me.
marrying him. I'm mocking
You're
him.
not marrying me.
Mirroring.
He's Joe Bidening you. Don't worry about it.
He tends to adopt local accents
I do that.
reflexively.
That's pretty weird.
It is pretty weird.
Yeah,
So,
but he's our kind of weird. He's
so
useful.
do the dwarves still, have they ever seen a dwarf lately? Or are they still?
No,
No, huh?
ain't no dwarves been here. And
So I
Since
take and
I
put my
can
hand
remember.
up. I put my fucked up hand up onto the desk, the countertop, and say, You got any healers in this area that could fix this?
Healers.
Yeah.
I can't say that we do, but there are some mercenaries. You might be able to find a priest mercenary that can heal.
Mercenary.
There you go.
We got tons of mercenaries if you want to hire
A priest.
people that'll hold your torch or hold your money for you.
I'm sure of that.
That kind of stuff. There's
well,
you're
I'm
not
sure-
the only person. You ain't the only. You ain't the only cowboy in the rodeo. There's
I heard there's
other
a wizard.
groups that have been out
I
there.
heard there's a wizard too here.
There is Nasus. Nasus the Magnificent.
Where does he live? I'd like to speak
He's
to
got
him.
a tower. He's got a tower outside town.
Does he? Oh yeah.
Yeah.
How far outside? Because we came in. We didn't
Not
see
far.
No, we
Well, it's
didn't.
kind of the other direction.
Oh, is that right?
Is he more or less friendly?
Yeah, he's pretty weird though.
He's, a
He's got
wizard.
googly eyes and he's unkempt and
Yeah, he's a
No.
wizard. I don't expect him to be like most people.
yeah.
But if he's
But he's
friendly
been
enough-
here a long time.
Maybe we'll stop and see this Mazes in the morning.
I think that's a good idea.
Tonig's
me
a
look
night for getting cleaned up, getting healed up. Can you do the restoration fixes with this hand? It hurts something
Wait,
terrible.
you need
man.
like a grater.
I got less arrest.
Well, no,
I just gave
this
you-
is just flavor. So
I know.
I just gave you.
the scar won't
I'm
go
going
away.
with it.
Okay.
I just gave you heals. What the hell else you want?
It hurts. Still hurts.
Well, does it? Oh, poor
It's
baby.
red.
Oh my God, this guy's gonna win a tournament. What's gonna
You
happen?
see Henry go,
Yeah. But he's probably mocking you. He's laughing at you.
Maybe we just
You know
need
what?
to get.
Why don't we go to the Temple Road and see if there's a cleric there who might be able to heal you
that's a good
at
idea.
a higher level.
You know, a little,
Do you-
little Odin or Thor in your life wouldn't hurt you.
Yeah.
Hey, do I need
Amen
to
to
get some
that.
Jesus in?
This one's lost already. I got no
Freya.
faith in him.
Do I need to get some Jesus?
Get some Loki in your life, man. Get some
Loki.
Loki.
So Odin or Thor wouldn't hurt you at all, sir.
You got to get to church.
You want some Irish in you? You want some?
Everything's gonna be a Blues Brother reference. So
Yeah,
you got to get wise. You got to get back to church.
exactly.
So
We're gonna go see the Penguin.
that's one of those movies for when you're going camping. That's one of my favorite movies.
We're going to see
Blazing
the
Saddles. That's a great movie for
Yeah.
camping.
Oh, shit, man. That's a great movie anyway.
It is.
Can't make that movie today.
I'm
Oh, no.
surprised they still show it on Netflix.
Well, Disney hasn't released Song of the South in decades.
That will never happen.
I don't think I ever saw it.
Oh my God, Bear Rabbit.
Zippity doo dah.
Oh, is that what that is?
Mr. Bluebird on my shoulder?
Yeah.
Why? What's so racist about that?
Uncle Remus.
Yeah, it was about. It was about. Well,
Is a character of the South. It was a fun movie.
Blair Rabbit played like a son.
Rare Rabbit, Rare Fox.
Yeah, whatever it was.
But Uncle Remus was the reason it's called racist.
The token black. I surely hope we don't. You know that.
Well, the most black
Just
character
want to remind you you're on camera.
We're on TV.
in decades is Jar Jar Binks.
He was Rasta man.
Okay.
Oh, he just wrecked the movies for me.
Anyway,
How about those Cubs? Mike Ditka's in the hospital.
Is he?
Mike Dick
Had a heart attack.
That actually happens to be the name Ditka of the guide that he tries to hook you up with.
Ditka? Well, I gotta trust him if his name's Ditka.
Roy Clark died.
You hear the owner of the
Roy Clark
Yeah,
Oh.
no, he was a hell of a banjo.
Ditka's
played everything.
he says I've been there. I've been guiding people down there for like 5 years now.
Yeah, and y'all got the funky mustache and the Eddie Munster haircut.
Why, is there a problem?
We
No, he
fucked
needs
up
that.
everybody's names.
I got my own weapon and everything. He pulls out, he's got a pitchfork.
Alright.
He says, here's the
This is
deal.
Ditka
One
the
gold
guy?
piece, I
Yeah.
take you down there, make sure you don't fall into quicksand and you don't end up on the other side of hell.
So you go with us the whole time?
No, sir. I guide you to, look, there it
You
is.
deposit us at the door.
ish.
Oh, not
And
even
then
that close.
I'll only wait a couple hours because if I don't stay here at night, that's a death sentence.
All right. Well, first thing,
But
we're
I'll
leaving at
wait a
6
couple
a.m.
hours for you to come back.
We'll be leaving 6 a.m. How far is it?
Half a day's march.
So I'd rather not bring the horses and leave them
Yeah,
out
because
there.
they'll just be sticking into the mud.
Yeah. So we'll be walking in the morning.
Yep, you gotta lay it for me.
Mm.
His name's Ditka.
Okay.
It's gonna be one gold piece for the for
Yeah,
the-
that's fine.
up front tomorrow morning.
Yeah, that's fine. Here's my gold piece now.
Don't make us come look for you.
No, I'll be here. I'll be here. Shine. Look, rooster crows. I'll be here.
My foot will be up your ass if it isn't. If you aren't.
Now, why do you have to go and threaten me? That is.
Paying you up
That
front.
ain't right.
We're
What,
paying you up
tomorrow
front.
morning.
Normally, I would pay you when we get to
Tomorrow
our
morning.
destination.
He's saying we pay him tomorrow morning.
pay
when
tomorrow
on our
morning.
way over there.
I see.
Yeah.
That's a better
Okay.
deal.
Then he's only gonna wait 2 hours. And if we're not back by 2
No, I
hours,
got that.
He's out.
I
Yeah.
got that. I don't expect him to wait around more, until it gets when it gets dark.
that's it.
You know, we'd like you to wait as long as possible before you won't make it home before dark.
Yeah,
Right,
2
that's
hours.
usually about 2 hours.
All right.
He
Fair enough.
pulls up with this. I don't know why I just looked at that. 2 hours. I don't know what that is.
Problem with your wrist?
It's a freckle past the hair right now.
Oh dear.
Half past the month.
That
That's
works.
quarter to
He's
the
got a
balls.
sundial. Wait.
Sundown.
2 hours.
Okay. All right, sir.
What time
Good
is
thing
it?
it's not overcast.
What time is it? It's half past the monkey's ass, quarter to his balls.
Okie
You
dokie.
go to bed.
Finish up dinner, a couple of beers. Go
You
on
had
up.
lunch.
Long
So you're
rest.
just gonna hang out and
Yeah, well, what
Yeah,
other shops they got
it's
around
got
here?
a lot of a faint musky smell throughout the whole town. A pleasant musk smell, like in a house that's full of mold or something.
Musky.
I'm
Yeah,
gonna
musky.
must.
There's no K.
Musty.
It's a
Must.
T, yeah.
Yeah.
Musk-
Musk is
musk
the
is-
cologne. That's
Musky
the
is a
cologne.
fish.
Musky
Musky is a fish.
No,
Musk is something you
musk
can buy
is
as
also
a cologne, too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what the bartender wears, a musk.
I'm gonna go to the local tourist traps.
This is it.
Tourist trap.
Tourist trap.
Yeah, get some good
Expect to
vittles.
find-
This is
You know
it.
what you might
We
do
got the
is to
finest
see-
eels.
What we might do is take a little walk around. Cal, you could come with us. I'm thinking maybe we could swing by the Odin's
Yeah, he said.
temple over
You're
there
gonna
and
wanna
see
see
if
brother.
maybe they know anything about the dwarven settlement.
Yeah, I'll get me some churching while I'm
Brother Arthur.
Arthur?
Author.
Arthur.
Author.
there. Author.
Yep.
Author.
And maybe check with the wizard.
That's tomorrow.
Well, it's late. It's early enough in the day. I mean, it's only
Yeah.
lunchtime. I think that doesn't sound like a bad idea. Give us something to do for the day. Find old Mr. Googly Eyes and poke him a little bit and see what he's all about.
Yeah.
Talk to the priest. Talk to the wizard. And
All right.
Give me some churching.
and get some. And maybe rotate out for baths. we kind of rank.
Well, there was a whole creek. Why don't you just jump in there?
That's nasty.
They got leeches in there. They might get
And the
stuck in your
alligator, and
nuts.
God knows what else is over there.
Yeah. I can't see it. I'm not going to jump in there.
Yeah.
That was not clear water.
If you don't have a guide, you're definitely gonna end up in a bad end. That's why.
We don't have to go back past over that bridge again, do we?
No, it's just dead south from here,
Okay.
right into the heart of the swamp.
We killed several creatures that lived under that bridge.
Well, this is where they live. They all live in the swamp. This is swamp heaven.
Lovely.
There's froglings living here. There's tribes of lizard men that live in here.
Well, there's a few less than today.
There's a few less, yeah.
Gumbo
Okay.
shrimp.
At the rate that
Okay.
We don't got no
Where's
shrimp.
the temple
Fried
and
shrimp,
where's the wizard in
scampi.
relation to here?
Well, the temple's on the square.
Shrimp and
So,
grits.
right outside.
Let's start with the temple. Once we finish, let's start with the temple, then go to the wizard,
All right.
and then
It's a shrine to Odin, but it's a small
It's okay, it's
chapel,
close
one
enough.
room.
But there is a priest of
Odin is
There is Brother Arthur.
yeah.
Yeah, Odin is like the brother of kind of a Thor kind of thing. So
No, Odin
He's the
is the All
father.
you
Father.
know, the All-Father.
Yeah, the guy with the one eye and the ravens.
The ravens and Schleppner and
Yeah.
his wolves. Because he
He's like
doesn't
the,
eat, he
he's
only
the
brings
big,
one.
he's the BMOC, big man on campus in religion.
Okay. So we stop in.
All right,
Brother Arthur. Brother Arthur.
welcome.
See you around. Oh, this is well
Welcome. He
met.
notices your
Mallory Clellan.
brothers of Thor. I see.
Yes.
And I'm gonna go up to the
Welcome.
priest and say, I need some churching.
We
You need
are.
churchin'?
I need some churching.
He could use a little bit of
He looks you up
mental,
and
spiritual
You
healing.
look like you need it.
Yeah, he could use
We've
little,
had a
little
rough
guidance.
couple
Would,
weeks.
little guidance would be helpful with these two. But
And we need help preparing to go into the swamps.
Oh, you're gonna test yourself down there, eh?
A lot of people,
Well-
do a lot of people try to test themselves down there.
They do. Most of them don't come back.
Most of them.
Most of
Do
them.
you know anyone that has gone back that lives here? That would
No,
dis-
not that live here. The mercenaries that come through here once in a while.
Oh, and they disappear.
There are several supposed bands of mercenaries that come here that
Do you know of anybody around town besides the guides that have been there and back?
just the guides. There's a couple men in arms we have.
I drop a few gold in the collection.
Well, thank you, brother.
Sure,
But are
of
you
course.
outfitted? Do you have the tools you'll need?
Well, what do we
What
need?
tools do we need? I have my holy symbol of
Picks,
Thor.
shovels.
Oh yeah, we have
Sledges?
Yeah,
We have that
those.
stuff. Yeah, of course.
We've had to use that
And
elsewhere
a,
recently.
and a spike. You need spikes.
We have a couple of them.
How many spikes do we need?
Well, it just depends. If we lose one,
A couple apiece.
You just
Couple, three
apply
days.
them.
No, just one. But
Yeah,
I'm thinking,
it'd take a
let's
couple
carry-
just
yeah.
to be on the safe side, but yeah.
Somebody got a note written for that? Spikes?
Would you happen to be able to provide us with some healing potions? Or know where we could get some?
We'll pay, of course.
No, I'm sorry. I don't deal in that type of stuff.
All right.
Out there in that menagerie.
The only thing I could think of for you would be to take up with some men in arms, find someone of the faith that could cast spells for you.
We have some
Well,
that can heal, but
As I look around there,
you know, I think I will go ahead and light that sword, though. I don't see me getting a new one anytime soon, and this one, it's been pretty trusty.
So two other folks. There's a woman and a half orc also in priestly. And they all have eye patches. They
come
wear.
on, baby, light my
come out.
fire.
Oh, brother and sister. Sister Sella, brother Gandor.
Sister
They-
Sella, Brother Gandor. All right.
Gandar.
and what's the priest name?
Arthur.
Arthur.
Brother Arthur. All I can say is be prepared and get the hell out of there. You cannot spend the night there.
Well, that is the one thing that everybody agrees on. We've heard many, many tales that have nothing in common, even though they're supposedly talking about the same area. And like I said, that's the one thing they all agree on. So we definitely trust that one.
Well, we'll be
And
leaving early in the
definitely
day.
want a guide
Early
to
in the morning. We
get
have a
help
guide.
Find it
Yeah,
yourself.
we've talked to Ditka.
We have a guy, Ditka.
Ditka, yeah, he's a good man. He's a good man.
So he'll meet us there, and we're leaving at 6 a.m., so bright and early, so we got plenty of time to get there for, have a good day, hopefully, and hopefully nobody gets hurt. And
So, what else can I tell you? I don't know. What do you intend to do with your gotten gains? What do you...
Depends on what we get.
a couple of things, but the number one thing, I'm planning on entering the tournament here next week and a half, 2 weeks from now, up in, what's the name of that town? The big town up north. There's a big tournament coming up.
It's South Archford.
Archer. Anyway, so I'm planning on entering in. I need an entry fee. I'm assuming it's probably a couple hundred gold at least. So that's my plan for now.
And my plan is to lay a big bet against him to win. So I need a lot of money for that.
My fans.
Yeah, be sure you
No,
don't.
the turtle
You
sheet
have
is
you also have a symbol of that
Yeah.
hidden under there somewhere.
Yeah. Plus two.
Well, I tend to
Well,
like.
As you
I
sit
like to
there and
get rid
scarf
of-
my corn
Rid
muffin,
of
you
evil.
heathen.
Though I'm a warlock,
He's a
follow
bro.
Freya. Yes,
You
and I,
have some of her color in your eyes.
yes.
He has beautiful gold. His eyes are turning gold as his power increases. Your eyes are getting more like gold flecks, and it's filling in. So you have an unusual eye color.
Is that good or bad?
May help with the opposite sex.
Well, I think then if our business here is concluded, fellas, unless you
Yeah,
have some other
do-
words of wisdom.
Do you
Well,
know
let it be.
anything about what
Let it
happened
be.
to the dwarfs?
Well, I could say I have heard that they were infiltrated,
By
and I'm not sure,
Illinois
but
Nazis.
just they were infiltrated and destroyed from within. They once had a great business and men of great skill working in that town, and
Where is it, do you know?
it's in the mountains. It's in the mountains
Beyond the bridge, I guess.
southeast here.
Well, you have
Do,
to.
do you know
Turn
how
that
far it is
bridge
from the
and-
bridge?
Well, I do know that there was a road that kind of went, but it only went up to like the foothills, and the dwarves jealously guarded the secret location, would not allow anybody who wasn't a dwarf to go there.
How far does the road take? How many
A couple
days?
of hours
Okay. Well, that,
past the bridge. The dwarves made the bridge.
that we noticed that because we recognized the writing, though we could not read it.
Do we have any people who can speak Dwarven? Or read Dwarven?
Do we have anybody? I don't
Maybe
know.
if you got a scroll of comprehend language from the wizard.
Yes. Sister Scylla actually knows Dwarvish. Why? Do you have something Dwarvish?
Well, yeah, the bridge had Dwarvish words written on it.
Oh, so it
Maybe,
does.
maybe you might be able to give us the location to the Dwarven mountains.
It's never going to put the location.
Yeah, I
on
don't
the
know if
bridge.
it would be on there, but well, if you could copy it down and maybe
Do
next
a,
time you're in
a
town.
rubbing.
Yeah.
Do a rubbing. All right. I guess we're. Anything else you wish to ask before we go? Go see.
So if you're looking for money, the only thing else I could suggest is I've heard that Mazas will he buys certain things from people that they get from the graves.
Oh,
Only if it's
he's the vendor.
well, no, it's only certain types of thing like things of historical or arcane nature,
Okay.
Do the undead,
not just a magic dagger or something.
do the undead pillage this town at all? Do they come out this far?
They don't. For some reason, they never crossed the river. The river's still south of you.
Does the wizard tower lie between them and this town?
Say again.
Does the wizard tower
Where's the wizard
lie
tower?
Yeah, it's just basically
between them and this town?
yeah. The wizard's tower
Let's
is
just keep it in the bay.
northwest of here. You
Maybe.
came in from the east. Here's the basics. Here, the basic geography. If you want to look, can you see in the camera? Probably not.
No.
You're here.
Okay.
The guide takes you across here, in the barrowmaids or the grave mires in this area,
Yeah.
and he said that the dwarven settlement somewhere was in somewhere
Okay.
along
And
these.
So where's
the,
that river?
Where's the tower? Hold
This
on.
is the river.
Yeah. Where's the wizard tower at?
It's just a little northwest of town. You can actually see it from the town.
So we can probably stop right there on the way then.
So out of curiosity, here's the town.
Here.
Let's try to
Here's
get
the
by the
mine.
wizard
There's a
tonight. We
wizard
don't
town
want any
between.
delays in the
Say
morning because
Here's the
we've
town.
got so little time
here's,
down there.
Here's the graveyard. There's a wizard town between these two.
No, it's in the other direction.
Oh, there goes my
It's,
tree.
the Wizard Tower is northwest, the grave is south.
We'll stop over there in a
I'm
minute.
gonna add this.
We're gonna go there directly from here.
No, sounds good. You've been very helpful, thank you.
The Dwarven Bridge is about there.
Okay. And there's a mercenary guild here?
Yes, the Silver Standard Merchant Company.
We should probably hire some.
They're the ones that take the loggings and peat and things like that up to Iron God.
Do they also do any venturing?
Oh God, no. They're just the bits of business. They do hire people to help to guard the caravans back and forth. They pay a pretty fair wage too.
All right. So I think we're off to visit this Mazas.
Yeah, Mazas.
Mazas, I
Magnificent.
say Mazas.
You like
Tomato,
Okay.
tomato.
Shazam. It's-
Shazam, Shazam. All right. Well met, brother author.
Well met. Thank you for the donation.
You're welcome. And we're off. So we go towards the northeast, where the Wizard Tower is probably not hard to miss, or not easy to miss.
Nope.
No, you head outside and you kind of said northwest. So you turn that way, and in the
Big old
distance you can
tower.
see a rustic circular tower.
How high is it?
I want to say 40, 50 feet tall.
So 4 or 5 stories.
Yeah.
And most of the town is 2, if that.
Yeah.
Right.
So yeah, it's just outside of town.
Okay. So we head that direction.
So as you walk up, as you're getting closer, you can see that it is a little bit in disrepair from the outside. There's some of the stone doesn't fit as well as it could have, and there's a lot of mildew and mold. And on the top, you see that there's a smooth semi-dome on the top.
Okay.
And as you get closer, you come up to a very stout looking, but it's slightly swollen from the humidity, a wooden door, and there's a sign that's like literally it's actually like on a plaque
Okay.
that says "Do not disturb" on it,
Of course we got
with an exclamation point.
Well, that just says knock on the door.
Yeah. So go ahead.
Don't press this button.
Press it.
All right, you knock on it.
Boom.
Wait a minute, nothing happens. 2 minutes, nothing happens. 3 minutes, nothing happens. 2 minutes later, you hear something beyond the door. Sounds like shuffling. And you hear a wooden thing go by.
Slide.
Being moved. And then there's a small portal opens up, and you see a bunch of googly eyes and a guy with a greasy mustache and a wizard, one of the stereotypical wizard's hats, but it's like falling off to the side.
Okay.
It says, "Who was at my door that can't read?" He looks out.
Sir
I haven't
Mallory
seen any
McClellan.
people around here before.
Here, nice to meet you, sir. We are told that you will be the purchaser of odd items that might be found in the barrows, and we're wondering specifically if you're looking for something in particular. And we're headed this way tomorrow morning.
Well, I guess you heard. You got good information, Sir Malady. Was that
Mallory.
Malady? Mallory.
Mallory McClellan. Sir, thank you.
Oh,
Yes.
all right. Well, I guess you got good information. I do buy historical or arcane lore based items. I'm not gonna buy your stinking chainmail or a pointy dagger or even a bow, a fancy bow and arrow. That's for somebody else. But
You're
I will
looking
buy
for historical artifacts.
historical or arcane lore.
Lore.
So books, scrolls, something along that line.
that
Makes sense.
this guy ain't too smart, ain't too dumb.
No, just
Well,
you know,
Is there anything in particular you were looking for?
No, just anything of historical or arcane significance.
Okay.
I think that that tells us everything we need. And
And
think so, too.
One question. Do you know much about what happened to the dwarfs? Or anything about what happened to them?
Do I know anything about the dwarfs?
Yeah, because all we've heard and been able to find is they were here and then long ago they stopped trading and nobody appears to know what happened to them.
so they were infiltrated. That's what we heard.
I
don't know
gotta
about
say
what.
that I've never been interested in dwarven lore, so I don't.
Do you have a scroll comprehend languages that we can buy off of you?
Might like to part with.
I do not sell my writings.
Okay, never mind. Didn't mean to offend
Huh.
you. Perhaps we can make a deal if we come across some scroll stuff that I don't know. That's really important.
Maybe it's not a big deal. Who cares?
Okay.
Well,
Well, we'll be on the
Worry
lookout for
about it
anything
later.
that might be intriguing to you.
All
Good
right,
day,
that's a
Master
fair.
Wizard. Good day, Master
fair.
Wizard.
okay.
Good day, Sir Melody.
I like it.
How is holy water made? It boiled the hell
Priest
out of it.
piss. Boil the hell out of it. Yep.
Boiled the hell out of it.
Wah, wah.
Okay.
I think we're done. Time for bath and dinner and bed.
Yeah.
Unless there's some other place around here that looks interesting.
It was snowing before,
Oh, yeah, what?
but it stopped. Yeah, it snowed the other day. So it didn't quite.
Well, there's no snow.
It was melting during the day, so that's why it's wet. It is cold and wet because at night sometimes there'd be a little bit of snow, but then in the morning it'd come above freezing, so it melts.
A lot of that hoarfrost in the morning type stuff.
Yeah. Not fun to be in. You don't want to touch like the cold metal in that morning.
You don't?
You don't want to put your tongue on it?
No. All right.
Well, is
So
that
you
the-
smell
the horses?
frying eels as you come into the.
Joke.
We've got the horses and cart all stowed away at the livery stable. And,
Yep.
We asked
All
for
those
chickens, if you recall, and we paid
And I
for it.
wanted the venison.
We prepaid for it.
All right. You sure this is way tastier?
Nope.
I'm sure it's acquired.
It's fresher.
Where did
We're
it come
having
from?
a little problem right now with
Where did,
water
where did the eel come
creatures.
from? Just out of
Comes from the
curiosity?
river.
The river by that Dorman Bridge, right?
It's right here. It's like right out the
Uh-huh.
side.
Same
It's
river.
the same river.
Yeah, it's the same river. It's the
Yeah,
Swift Run.
We're not much for water food
We had
right
friggin'
now.
half creek. Yeah, that river.
Yeah.
That river,
That
yeah.
toxic waste dump.
That's what I'm thinking.
It's
the
not a
fish with
toxic
three eyes
waste dump.
from the
It's just
Simpsons.
dark because of all the tannins in the water, all the decaying plant matter.
If you say
Yeah, I'm
so.
calling bullshit.
We had to deal with some water creatures earlier today.
You lost your appetite for that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We don't want to stick with land
Even
animals
Anna
right now.
will say no to the.
We're gonna stay with the turf instead of the surf.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. Anna opts for the venison. You get your
I
pick.
am Anna's venison.
Try the veal.
I wanted some yard bird.
Yard bird. Yeah, you got yard bird.
All right. So we eat and we go to bed.
Eat, bathe, and go to bed.
As the flagellants
Well, you took
flies
one.
in the
It's
tavern.
the same day, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Still
Yeah, you guys have battle stank on you.
Yeah,
A lot of your own blood
You
is
got
on
blood
you.
all over us, man.
Yeah. You're walking around like the zombie.
Right?
All of you are bloodied, right? Everybody got hit.
Oh yeah.
No, his prayer.
Everybody but Henry got
But
blobbered.
it heals it up if the blood's still there, right?
Yeah.
All right.
I'm
So what
looking
did I
like-
learn
I'm
from
looking like
when I
crud,
was
but I'm
getting
feeling
some
pretty
church?
Oh yeah, that's right.
Did I learn anything?
What are you looking for, son?
So I just want the highlights.
The highlight.
What am I?
Odin's
What am I
the
doing?
Want the Cliff
all-father,
Notes.
the all-seeing. You pray to him.
And what do I get in
Say
return?
5 Hail Odins and call me in the morning.
Hail Odin's.
Hail Odin's and to our fathers.
Yes.
Our All-Father. It's
Yeah,
our
exactly.
All-Father.
Couldn't help, could you?
Who art in Asgard. Yeah, kind of thing. Yeah.
Okay.
Never
Well,
know.
what you get is blessings. Have you seen the magic
Perhaps.
that other people do?
The blessing.
One day when you most need it, you call out to Odin, he may answer you.
Oh, he may not.
Especially with wisdom, and he is the most wise. And here's the big, even if
It
you're
is a
not
big end.
an Odin worshiper, the raven is sacred. You do not never kill a raven.
Okay.
They could be Odin's own.
Emissary.
That is how he learns everything. That's how he is the all-knowing.
You're getting them, you can.
You get him Wigan. That's how he knows his ravens see all for him, and then they roost on him and speak into his ears.
And speak Ravenese.
So if your prayers and your devotion is strong enough, you will gain power and knowledge.
Taking a level of cleric.
Yes.
Translation.
So yeah, awful.
I think my character's
So,
confused enough.
Probably.
and
Hey, he and
I'm
I
gonna
as
give-
worshippers
he
just think
gives
you
you-
could use a little
he gives you a
religion.
gift of a small holy symbol. It's worth like a silver. It's a pretty chintzy one, but it's like pewter, and it's 3 interlocking drinking horns, and it's one of the symbols of Odin. He says, "Take this."
Thank you.
Not to play that. It's 3, and it's not actually drinking horns, but that's what the symbols looks like.
Necklace type.
And it symbolizes it's
just, or
it's
pocket
just
type.
like a medallion.
Okay, it's pocket type.
Yeah, that it symbolizes the Odin. In order, there was a giant, a Jotun, that was the wisest in creation, and his wisdom was bequeathed from his mead. And Odin snuck 3 horns of mead and gained the wisdom. And that's what this symbolizes, the wisdom. And mead is the holiest of drinks. It's the drink of the gods. Say,
Ben Franklin once said,
seven.
"Beer is proof that God is good and loves us."
Yeah.
That's right.
So,
So
say
he's
7
never-
All Fathers, and you'll be good.
Okay.
Do I get inspiration for coming up with the All Fathers?
I think I said that too, didn't I? No, that is good.
I said it first. And you just
Yep.
You
I stole
never
it.
get inspiration. What is wrong with you?
No one has used it either.
No one's gotten it.
Boom, you all have it.
You totally forgot about it, haven't you?
You all have them, seriously.
And we get one per day and more if we use it.
Ish.
I mean,
I got a feeling tomorrow
But
may need
you got it.
some inspirations. We could have used it.
Use every little help
You got
can
one
get.
from an Odin, the inspiration from Odin, so you got a tangible benefit.
Nice. What's my tangible benefit?
And
Inspiration. Well, it's not tangible. Game mechanically.
It's
tangible.
mechanically
And
beneficial.
I've seen it done 2 ways: a advantage on a roll, or a D whatever to roll as a blessing.
Oh, you'd like to spell blind.
Yeah, so it could be
Maybe
a
we just
4,
go with an
6,
extra
8, 10.
D20
Yeah, the save could be,
Gives you an advantage on
on
any
something
roll.
that you don't have advantage
Any
on.
non-damage roll.
Yep. So, ushers you out after giving you the blessing.
and we leave.
And as you leave, the door closes, and strangely enough, you see some ravens fly away.
I owed him. Take your nice man.
A flock of ravens.
Quote the Raven. Nevermore.
You want the hairdo, the
Yeah.
flock
Only
of
a flock of
ravens.
seagulls.
Yeah, fuck seagulls.
I should make
They all got
that.
the flock of seagulls flip, man.
They must have to. That's the clerics are required to have that. That would be funny, wouldn't it? The flock of ravens here.
Yeah, right.
All right. Anything else for this evening?
I don't
Need
believe
to
so.
replenish anything?
I don't know. We're at 11.
No, we only rolled
We're-
it.
We're at 11. Can we get what's in the pizza box done by a reasonable hour?
No. That'll take hours.
Damn, it's 11 already.
That's what I'm saying. It's 11.
Maybe we should stop here for the night and then continue when we come back next week.
Or we can start. Let's do the travel.
Okay.
Get up to the
Start.
Okay.
bend.
Yeah,
Okay.
as like a
That's
cliffhanger.
fine.
All right.
Yeah. So the morning comes. It's humid. It's cold.
Cold and humid.
You got the rooster crows. You guys are up. Yep.
That bird's name is now lunch.
Yeah.
His bird name is now Colonel Sanders.
All right. So let's go.
You get downstairs and Ditka's already there.
Get all your shit.
And you're right. Keep track of his name so I don't forget it next time. Ditka.
Ditka.
He's your guide. Ditka is your guide.
Ditka is my
We
guy.
grabbed some bread and cheese and
Yeah, you have a. Well, no, you actually paid for eating, but you get some eggs in addition to the continental breakfast that normally gets, which is like cold eggs or cold bread,
bread,
cheese.
Thank God.
You get fried eggs.
How many people
to go with
not
it.
die from typhoid, man? Jesus.
Typhoid? Why do you say that?
Because their food was horrible back in those days.
It was fresh, probably though.
Cold eggs, hot cheese.
What's wrong with that?
typhoid
6 a.m.
wouldn't come from food, I don't think.
No, typhoid. That's like
Whatever.
contaminated water.
Typhoid comes from Mary.
Yeah, that's contaminated drinking water.
Yeah, well,
Water
that
with
was the
feces in
I
it.
thought that was Legionnaire's disease.
No, typhus
Fucked
is
up water.
from contaminated. Drinking the same water that you shit in. That's what typhus is from.
Yeah, it's
Oh, nice.
from
So don't. You don't
Sanitation
usually not a
issues.
good idea.
Don't do that.
Legionnaires
Don't do that.
is a respiratory contamination.
Anyway, that's
How
a
about those
fun.
cups?
You could probably pick up one of those diseases in the swamp if you.
Mm-hmm. Boy, howdy.
If you want it, you can get it.
That's what the
Oh, yeah.
lesser restoration is good for.
Yeah, that's true.
If you want it.
Magic
get
is
it.
nice. All right.
Yeah.
So, believe it or not, whoever the first one down there, Ditka's already there.
Me.
He actually has a torch in case it's dark somewhere. He has a torch and he has a pitchfork. This thing has helped me once or twice.
All right.
And I have my own lead.
Here's your gold, Ditka. Don't
Thank
fuck
you,
us.
sir. He bites it.
Don't
It's
fuck
real.
us.
Don't fuck
Well,
us.
Lean
You fuck on you?
Don't fuck on me.
You don't fuck on me, I won't fuck on you. Alright.
Mhm.
Like I said, the deal is I'm going to lead you there. I know the ways to walk so you don't get mired in quicksand or into some swamp monster's belly. And I wait a couple hours until I know that I can't get back, and then I skedaddle if you're not back.
And here's an
Yeah.
extra gold piece for you to come back the next day in case we don't come back.
Really? If you're offering, I'll take it.
You won't come back. We'll
But
take
you
it.
need to be back here the next following day.
Alright. I'm a man of
You
my
don't have to
word.
stay. You don't have to stay the night, but you have to come back at the first light in case. And
Fair enough. That's 2 days of work.
All right, let's go.
All right, everyone comes down, and you guys muster out there, and
Yep.
you guys gonna leave. You're gonna leave your. Yeah, he says you
Horses,
should leave the
yeah.
horses
Yeah.
behind.
Yeah.
Bring all your digging gear. You got your
You know
sledgehammers,
what?
your picks,
Why
your
don't you do
pikes.
this? Why don't we go as far as you're going to go with the horse, and you bring the horse?
No,
No,
Yeah.
the heart is
The ground is too bad.
yeah.
Oh, he's walking too.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's
Everybody's
it's
walking.
like going through the Okefenokee or the Everglades.
Yeah.
it's too mucky.
Except it's a little better than that because it's cold outside, so it's
Firmed up a little.
firmed up a little. So it's just mud. It's like Russia in the winter. Remember how they got? If you see that.
The permafrost,
The
it's
cr-
like concrete.
No, if you watch the videos of them,
No,
they
I'm
have
talking
tanks
about the
sliding
tigers.
around. And
Yeah, the tigers. That's how the tigers just got wrecked, man. They've frozen their tracks.
Yeah, before it was ice cold, it was
It was
muddy.
mud, and then they froze over.
Yeah.
And
They
froze.
got stuck in the mud and then they
Yeah.
died.
Yeah, well,
And you never invade Russia in the winter. Everybody knows
That
that.
was
No land
ridiculous.
war in Asia. Okay.
Anywho,
All right. He leads you off. There's a path. It's pretty obvious heading south, and there's a small. He finds there's actually a small footbridge to the further to the west
okay.
that he leads you to in probably about a half an hour. You cross the bridge.
All right.
He takes a good look out. He looks to see if there's anything there. He doesn't see anything, and he starts leading you across and down into the swamp. There are numerous hazards. There's a lot of growth. It's very rocky.
As we pass each tree, I'll try to leave a
Well,
small
there's
mark on it.
Try to least. There's not a lot of trees per se. There are some, but it's mostly stunted growth, and it's rough terrain. It's rocky, but it's covered with stuff. And
Are we able to stay out of the actual water?
you are. There are times when you step and then you sink up to your ankles and knees.
Kind of squishy, but we're
Yeah.
not wading through the water.
You're not waiting. That's what you paid him for. So I should roll to see, make sure he didn't like roll a natural 1 on his survival. He didn't.
You rolled a
Yeah.
one.
Nah.
That was your
He
roll.
could have fumbled it and like brought you into quicksand or something.
I like
So,
that.
half a day's travel. 1 hour goes by, 2 hours go by, 3 hours go by, 4 hours go
4
by
hours.
as you go. All
So
right.
it's 10 a.m.
Finally, you start seeing more of a regular series of mounds, many grown over, some not, with stones in disarray, some down, some up, some. And
As
he's
we've
like,
been traveling, I'd ask him if he knows anything about the bear maze itself that he could tell us that would be useful. Because I figured he might have heard something from any other
Previous
person.
travelers.
Um,
Yeah, that's survived.
besides the obvious, we'll get the hell out before nightfall.
Yeah.
Oh, we ain't leaving.
Have a cleric is a very good idea, and I
We
think
don't
you
have a
got
cleric
one.
I
either.
wish we had one of those.
Well, that's
So do
bad
I.
news.
So do I.
Ours kind of sucks.
And here's the thing. Okay,
got confused
you never
road.
know. From what I understand, when I've picked up a few things here and there from parties that I've let in and let out. It's like a box of chocolates. No, you never know what you're gonna get until you open one up. Sometimes you get it's empty and there's just money spilling everywhere, and sometimes you let out
Bad things.
something so bad that you cannot handle it and you are up the shit creek. So you never know each one what's going to
Out of
happen.
how many people have you brought out here, and how many would you say returned? Say 100 people that you brought out here.
I'd say a good,
One.
I'm going to say at least eventually 8 out of 10 are no longer come back.
Oh, okay.
So maybe 20%
20%.
survival rate.
Holy shit.
I like those odds.
Never tell me the odds.
I
And
just
I'm
wish
sure,
we had a bard.
I'm sure they're level 20.
You do.
Yeah. He was not appearing in this film.
Well,
Sir,
thanks a
not
lot.
appearing in this.
Thank you, Tom Landry, and we will-
Mike Ditka.
So what you want to do is
Lord
find
help us,
a
baby
particularly
Jesus.
pick some mound out.
Any,
Pick one and just go
just
towards
pick
it
one
and
and
look. Yep.
open it up and walk in.
Sometimes you have to dig them out and then open them up. Sometimes they're already open and someone has loaded it, but sometimes the door is there.
So
and at
no
least
other
you know
advice, and that's it. All right.
That's it. Just
All right.
saying. I'm saying there's a chance anytime you open one up that it may be something so powerful that you bend over and kiss your ass goodbye.
All right.
Life's all about about chances.
About chocolates.
Chocolates, I almost said it.
So do we
Boy.
stop here, or do we actually go into one?
Well, I'm gonna say you pick one out.
Yep.
You head towards it. It takes you another 10 minutes to get to it. There is a bit of, it's mostly overgrown, but there is a stone slab, and it's covered with moss and mildew, and you covered away,
wipe
cleared
it
away,
Anybody have prestidigitation?
and there's a carvings of a skull with two skeletons dancing underneath it.
Oh, this is the one we want.
And then we fade to black.
And then you get out your sledge and a pike and you start hammering.
Break
That's
that
what you
stone.
do. Break it.
Okay.
All right.
To be continued next week.
TBC.
Good
Not
job.
next week though. I gotta.
The week after.
We're off for another week.
Yep. I'm not available
Now,
next
so
week.
go ahead and cut us off.
No, we're out.
Play us
next
out,
week?
Charlie.
All right, we're out of here. Later. Peace.
Hasta luego.
Good game.